Hello, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while, but we're through the holidays and now we can all get back on a clean slate, and I will try to include you more often. I've been taking a class. It's called Find Your Joy, and it was by Louise Fletcher, and I can put some details in the description for you if you want more information on that. But I was going to start out this new year by creating something out of my, I can't call them scraps, but these are pieces of art that I created during the class, and I didn't want to toss them out because I think they could be really cool. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. So thank you and welcome back. Happy New Year 2025. Here we come. I'm super excited, and I'm glad you're here. So I'll show you what I have on my desk here. First off, I'm having a Limeade water. Trying to get off the Diet Coke. Very, very hard. Very, very hard for me. I've got these little frames, as you can see. 2 by 3 inch, 4 piece. That means it's got this outside, the plastic, in the back, I'm guessing 4 piece. I don't know. But I got all of these. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of these at a used craft sale, and I believe it was like $2 for all 12 of them. I thought, oh, I will put those in my bag for $2, and we're going to make something out of it. So we're cutting up these items. We're putting them in the little frames as a little abstract piece. I'm going to put in some found words, possibly out of my stash that I already have cut up. I have a cutting mat on my desk. I used the plastic out of the frame. I know you can't see that, but I have a piece of plastic that came out of the frame here, and I'll quickly show you how I made one. I'm not going to take a lot of time today because I want to get creating. I've got lots to do, as you can see, and I also do have my art inspiration cards here in case I get stuck. I can always pull a card. Let's see, I'll just pull one right here, and it says stamp. So I could stamp something on my piece of art if I was stuck and I didn't know which way to go, and I would probably reach right here, and in front of me I have a stamp, and it says embrace life. Well, these are going to be little inspirational framed pieces of art that I like to take to people's houses when you get together. You put it in their bathroom or on a shelf or something, and then after everyone's gone, they see the little piece of art and the little message that you had put there for them. I called them afterthoughts, and I've been doing them for a long time. So I thought, well, I've got all these frames, I've got this artwork, and I've got the excitement to do it today. I've got probably 2 solid hours I can work yet before I have to get ready to work tonight at Rocky's, and I'm going to get started and do one, and then off camera I'll do all of my others, and I will let you know how it went. So the biggest thing is not to get precious. Like, you can't think and think and think because you won't get nothing done. So here I put the plastic part over these lines that I like on this one. I'm holding my hand pretty tight on the plastic, and I'm pressing down into my mat, and it's a cutting mat. I don't know if there's a special name for it. Self-healing, I think maybe that's what it is. Self-healing mat. And I hope I don't get my head in the frame because I'm sure my hair is atrocious. But here we go. We've got a cute one. I think this would look cool in a black frame. Whoa, look at that. Just fell right apart. But no problem. I have E6000. I'll fix it. I'm going to save the scraps just for now. Throw them aside just because I'm not going to be precious about cleaning up my area. I'm just going to get all of these done. I'm using this metal clip thing to bend these tabs back, because they really were hurting my fingers. And I see this one needs to be glued too. So these are quite old, these frames. And no problem. I've got some E6000 here. I'll go ahead and glue it. But just to show you what this one will look like, you put your piece of artwork in there and then put that back in. And I'm not going to use the plastic piece because I want to maybe add texture to this. And the texture I'm thinking about adding is right over here. Maybe something that I've made like this on tissue paper. Won't that be cool? So we'll add some texture. You know, we'll get them all beautiful. But for right now, I'm going to cut them all out and see which frames are going to work for them and set them aside. Here's one that I've done. Just got the piece cut out. Now, who knows? I might like it this way. I kind of do like it that way. And then this one here is something that I think maybe started all this. It looks to me like a red tulip, if you ask me. So I like this one a lot. Okay, so I'm going to do all of these. I'll get back to you. Have fun. Enjoy. Get out your little frames. Make sure you're looking at rummage sales, of course. Right now it's January, so I've got until probably April until rummage sales. So January, February, March, April. So 4 or 5 months before rummage sales starts again. But this was a really good set score at a used craft sale. So keep your eyes peeled for those. And look at your thrift shops too. Goodwill, stuff like that. All right, talk to you soon. I'll see you in a minute. All right, so I found a couple more that were larger, and they were 25 cents. They still had the sticker on them, so I got to clean that up a little bit. But here is what I've got. This is my piece of artwork, and then on the back, this was the back, and it has this obnoxious sticker on there. So what I did was I covered that with the same print as the front. So now when I put that on the back, it'll look really quite sexy. Yes? So that's drying. We'll come back to that one. But I thought I'd show you how to do it. And maybe I'll zoom in a little bit here for you. And then, like I said, I'm just going to go and real quickly go through all of the other ones. It may take me, a couple of hours today and a couple of hours tomorrow to get these finished. But, it'll look really super fast on the video. But it's okay. It's creating, and I like doing it. So why does it have to be a rush, right? Okay, so here's the glass out of the frame. And I'm using one of these big ones again. The small one out of the way. One of these big ones. And the piece I like out of this piece, I like the splotches that I have here. I like the white. I just line it up to the bottom because that's perfectly fine. I'm holding it tight with my hand. I'm using my cutting blade with my self-healing mat. I think this one is by the Paper Studio. That's probably Hobby Lobby. Don't cut your finger off, whatever you do. I've got the perfect time for doing this video today. No one's home. Like I said, I do have to go to work tonight, but that'll be all right. I could use some Christmas cash. Everything is over now, and it's like, ooh. First thing you get is the tax bill and your credit card bill. It's like, all right, back to reality here. Okay, doesn't need to be perfect, right? So here's my insert for in my frame. Sorry, there's a train going by. I can't do anything about it. I like it just like that. I love it. I could turn it, doesn't matter, but I really like it this orientation. So now I want to get rid of this ugly thing, and I don't want to peel off that sticker because then it looks twice as bad, right? So I'm going to use this piece of paper, and this is how I did it. I gave myself some room here. I am going to put glue stick on this part, but not the back. Of course, not the back of the frame. Just the part that we want to cover. Because that sticker there is just atrocious, isn't it? It's like, ugh. Wrecks the whole thing. And I know who looks at the back. I guess I do. So whatever. So I'm going to somehow position this. And I'm not going to get too crazy about it. Just do it. You know? You can think and think and think and think, but then you're not doing. So, and then you can see I'm bending the edges of my paper around that strange shape that we have there. I'm even going to rip this off so I can do it a little easier. I know I don't need this part, so I can cut this. And then I'm going to trim as close as I can with my big scissors. These are the Amplify scissors from Fiskars. I love them. I use them all the time I'm creating. I'm going to turn it over so I can see the other side. That makes it much easier. And we're not going for perfection because we are not perfect. This was not made in China. This was made in our art studio. So I'm going to set this one aside to dry, but I want to go back to this one because it is dry, I feel, or drier than this one. Set that aside. I'm going to turn it over, see if there's anything I can trim again with my scissors. I see a little bit here. But I have a little edge there that it wasn't straight. I'm going to use a emery board. And take off that excess paper. So, of course, that is not finished by any means, but clean up our space here. Doesn't that look so much better than having that big sticker on there? So let's put it together real quick, and I know it's not finished. I want to get it the right way. This is going to my nephew Tom. The raccoon has a little sentimental thing for us, but I'm going to clean up that, and we're going to do a little embellishment on here yet, but isn't that great? And then the back, so that'll sit hopefully at his house on a little shelf. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going, but I wanted to share that little tip there with you on how to do these backs. So you don't have to peel that sticker off because then it really looks bad. All right, see you in a little bit. I'll keep going. Okay, I'm back. Step 2. I got everything cut out here, and I got my supplies. So I've got my piece of art in my frame. All of these set out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. I got my found words, and I just picked out the small ones, and I don't know what's in here, so I just got that separate. I got scissors, I've got tweezers, I've got 3 white types of mark making tools, a gold, metallic gold, and 2 black, so we'll set those aside. I've got my brown ink if I want to go around the edges of my sentiments. I've got that there. I've got my beverage, which is a chai tea iced with some eggnog creamer. Mmm, delicious. Glue stick to put my sentiments on. And then I just grabbed a board here. So I'm going to sprinkle out my found words here and see what I can find for my little sentiments. You can see I picked out my container that had the real small ones in. So I will go ahead and do that. And then we will put one together, okay? Here's one that says create. Of course, I've always got to have that. So let me look through these in my own time so I'm not wasting yours. You get your goodies together and we will check back here and see what we come up with, okay? All right, here we go. We've got them all finished. I love how they turned out. Look at this one, Journey. It just reminds me of like a beach setting with a tree maybe or something. I don't know. You have to use your imagination with your pieces that you have and how you put them together. So I am all ready for some little gift giving for this new year. When I go to someone's house, I can drop off one of these. Like I said, I drop them off, put them in their bathroom or on a little shelf, excuse me, where they will find them, when we are gone from their house or from the event that we're at. So I love how these turned out. Thanks for sticking in there with me to the end. I didn't use any of the tissue or hardly any mark making. I did a little bit of white pen on here, but I feel that they are works of art just on their own. So I hope you like this. Leave a message or comment below. Let me know that you're here and I'll keep creating videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful new year. And let's get back together next week. All right? Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.